G'day,
Hello there,
I'm Aussierobbo,
I'm English Gent.
and welcome back to another episode of What Has Darren Been Buying?
Yeah, so this is coming up to June, and June is traditionally Pride Month in the LGBTQ plus community, and Disney is celebrating, as are Funko, in a joint venture, and I may have bought a few things, so I'm just going to have to go down to the basement to get it. See you shortly. Excuse me, on the way to the staircase. Yes! Yes, welcome to another episode. We've been out and about a bit recently, so we're now actually getting deliveries in. We haven't had for a while. And like I said before, this is Pride Month for June, and Disney have really gone all out this year. As you can see, last year, a couple of years ago, I bought these, I think.
I can't remember when you bought those, to be honest.
And I did actually wear them to London Pride, and they got quite a lot of attention. It was quite nice. It was lovely. Yeah. So this year, we're upgrading. Disney are basically pushing the boat out, and I've got a delivery of all things Pride coming from Disney. They are going to be drip feeding the release in the UK, apparently, after I spoke to a couple of cast members. And they're basically waiting to see how well sales go before they release more. So fingers crossed, get out there and buy stuff. Nice big box as usual. Mickey representing. So let's hit first. What we love most is Star Wars, and Funko this year have done a series of Disney related Funko Pops. Most of the generally the normal size ones, and I haven't actually bought loads of them. There's only one that I wanted, and that is the Pride Stormtrooper. So the Pride Stormtrooper, in other years when they've done Pride coloured figures, it's been like a pre-mixed plastic which is already coloured. This year they've gone for more of a kind of like an arty spray paint effect on a yellow base body. Yeah, but I quite like that one. The rest of them, the only one I saw which I wouldn't mind was Ursula from Little Mermaid. That was quite cute, because I've got a collection of Ursulas which you've probably never seen before, but yeah, I've got Ursula next to my bed. But yeah, on the back it even goes into more detail about the organisations that they're giving to. I think there's 10 in total that they're giving donations to, and that's really good. And that's when you buying Pride merch, please make sure that you're buying stuff which is actually giving money back into the community, because that's what it's there for. It's not just to make money for corporations.
Well, it's nice that these days they are recognising us anyway, as opposed to, 20 years ago when people were still trying to bring us down, I guess?
They're still trying to sack us, still trying to get rid of us. But anyway, again, nice pot. I like the fact they've done the rainbow on the side there. And here we are. Because he's a Star Wars figure, they always come in bobbleheads. So with this Funko, you can see the bobblehead, which all Star Wars are, even the large ones. And they've got a base of yellow, and then you've got red, which represents life. You've got orange, which represents healing. Yellow is sunlight. Green is nature. Blue is serenity, and you used to have like a turquoise, which was art, I believe. Violet is spirit. And yeah, it's nice to have something that we love represented for a big part of our lives and what makes us who we are. And then, so yeah, of course I've got other things. So I didn't go crazy. I actually didn't go absolute bonkers crazy. So we've got Goofy, Minnie and Mickey in front of the castle. It's kind of like a classic sort of pin style, and the only thing I'll say about this is the rainbow's pretty hidden. It's quite a nice pin.
The rainbow is quite hidden on this one, yeah. So it's part of a rainbow collection, but it's very hidden in the background.
Whereas last year they did like literally a pride flag with all the gang in front of it, which I managed to get from the US.
Right.
But yeah, it's a nice little pin, nice sort of silver backing. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. So this year they're branching out with a bit more of the Disney branches. So we've got Pixar. So I really like Pixar movies, so I thought why not get the Pixar ball. Looks a junior ball. And again, it's got the traditional pride flags represented, and then it's got a black stripe. I don't know whether that's going to be connected with the updated, but And again, branching out, they've got Marvel represented. Again, traditional, quite nice though. Yeah, very graphic. They also did t-shirts, and I did actually buy one, and then I took it back the same day before I even came home. I tried it on, I couldn't try it on in the store, and I tried it on in another store where I went to try all the clothes on in London, and it was a really terrible fit, and the medium was too short and too tight, the large was too big and bellowy. You'll probably see it on the thumbnail, but that's, yeah, I decided to take it back. They do have a Star Wars one which is coming out. I've got my own homemade Star Wars one, which I made a couple of years ago, which I've worn. It's got some good wear out of it. And yeah, so hopefully the Star Wars one that they've announced in the US will actually come out over here. Again, if it sells well, I'm thinking they're going to sort of drip feed things out. Do you think you'd buy a Star Wars t-shirt if it came out, that one in particular? No. Not the Rebel symbol one?
No.
Huh, okay. So, speaking of Star Wars, this is the one representing Star Wars in the pins. Yeah, it's not the best. I get what they're going for. So essentially it's all the different logos and insignia of the different fractions represented in Star Wars universe, so Imperials, Rebels, Jedi, etc. But they've something I didn't realise till the other day is they've actually made it like a stained glass window, so you can only see them when it's up to the light, which I'll show you now. So even off, without a light behind it, you really can't.
It's not focusing.
There you go. Ooh, no. You see, you can't even see it. There we are. Just slightly. So some people have suggested if you're displaying it, putting a bit of white card or paper behind it, and apparently that makes the colours pop a bit more.
Right.
But yeah, it's a bit disappointing. There's loads of options they could have gone for, and they went for that. Now we're on to the main bread and butter of Pride, which are the flags. And we've got a new Mickey, and this one is actually the updated Pride flag from the last couple of years, which has the black and brown stripes, which represents people of colour. Our own community was actually discriminating against people of colour, and that's what triggered the redesign from the original 1978 flag. And yeah, it actually works really nicely. And again, it's nicely made. Yes, kind of seven. They're all £7 each, these ones, rather than like the usual sort of like £10. And then we've also got the trans flag as well. The blue representing baby boys, pink representing baby girls, and then the white in the middle is all that's in between, the transgender, people who are unconventional gender, etc. And yeah, I really like that one. And they've also done bisexual flag and the lesbian flag as well. So they've really kind of, you know, gone further this year. One thing you do get with purchase recently is if you spent over £20,
which you will easily overspend.
There's a key to your heart. No, it's one of the Disney opening ceremony keys. Let's go to that. And this one's got, is it Mickey's? Yeah, so this one's got lots of silhouette Mickeys kind of running in front of the flag. I don't normally collect them, but with this one I actually probably will keep that one somewhere. Might put it on the Christmas tree. Now I do buy most of my stuff online recently in the last year and a half, and there's been a lesson learnt this week. I normally get most of my orders off the website for Disney, because just in case they don't have stock in at the stores. I'll show you right now what they did have in stores, and as you see, they had things like the pins, they had t-shirts, sunglasses, bum bag, and what was the other thing? And they had this other thing, and it wasn't until I saw this other thing that I realised I'd ordered something I actually wasn't after. So on the website it looked like a rectangular pin, like the one from last year. So it was like a big rainbow design, Mickey Mouse in front of it, like in silhouette. And so I ordered it. I was like, great, it's been bagged, done. It's about £20. And when I went to the Disney store, I realised what I had actually really ordered. This is why I should always read the text of what you're ordering.
Oh, so you didn't order a pin at all?
Not a pin at all. I mean, it's something practical. When we go to the many beaches that we travel to. Yeah, turned out to be a beach towel. But actually, I really like it. I'm going to keep it because it's. Come on, there you go.
I have to take it back because we won't be able to see it otherwise.
And pull tight. So it has the rainbow around the side, and then the same Mickey sort of motif silhouette of him running. It's quite thin.
It's not a great towel.
It's a beach towel, so I don't expect it to be too thick. Usually it's just like pat you down. I might take it on holiday next time we go away. Don't know, extra weight though.
Extra weight.
Yeah, so that's all we got. There's going to be more coming, hopefully. There's a nice cap I won't mind. There's another thing I'd like to say to Disney is if you're going to create really nice designs, let them be made for both men, women and children. Because there was one top which was everybody, all the guys who I was around in the store when it was released were after this particular t-shirt, which was the Mickey Mouse Club. Really nice design with like sort of ribbing around here, etc. around the neck. And it only comes in ladies, so it's kind of made for ladies with a larger chest. And a lot of guys were buying the largest sort of versions of it. But for me, when I put it up against me, the neck was so gaping. I'd have been like sort of, trying to hide things. So yeah, hopefully they bring a bit more out in the next month. We'll see. Like I said, they're going to drip feed it. But yeah, what do you think of the range?
I actually think the best thing was the free key. That's actually the thing I like the most out of the whole stuff we bought.
It's yours. It's yours to keep.
Well, no, it's a nice Christmas decoration, like you said.
Yeah, that's what the few keys that we do have. We've basically been popping on the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Other ones we've now giving away or selling on or
But
whatever.
this one's really nice. I like that.
You like it?
It's free.
Oh, it's free. So if you watched last week's vlog, we went to Staffordshire, Nottinghamshire and Derbyshire for a weekend away, a bit of a staycation, and Alton Towers. And before we came back, we nipped to Forbidden Planet, and I found lots of bits and bobs in there. Speaking of evil queens, yeah, I got the evil queen from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and this is a Japanese kind of iteration, so it's typically big-eyed, and it's like a model kit you put together in sort of 3 or 4 parts. And yeah, I used to have a few of these, but I sold some of the. I had Harry Potter ones, but I really like this one for the evil queen from Snow White. So yeah, I'll show you right now what it looks like. So yeah, that was really nice, and it was actually on sale as well, which is even better. But yeah, we'll see what else comes out this next month. I don't think I'll be going crazy. If you are out in the parks, you will see a lot more range. And if you bought something that we haven't got over here or we haven't shown, let us know what you've been buying and what you really like from the new range, or what you'd expect maybe for next year in the ranges, and what Rob might be wearing next year. Yes. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to keep an eye on our social media, which is Instagram and Twitter. You can see us on Twitter on
Robbo and Gent,
and Instagram on
Aussierobbo and the English Gent.
And we'll be posting a few more photos of these pins and bits and bobs for you to take a look at. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave comments down below, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye bye. Yellow, which is, oh no, I can't remember what the arm has gone. I wrote them down just in case I forgot. So they've spray painted the base yellow, and oh no, they've actually got Saskia. Yes.